You need to make an audio, man. Let me tell you about, first time I heard the deuces. The deuces, that little button on the side of the radio that I showed you on another video, you know what I mean? Where the police hit that, and when they hit it, it makes it sound whoa, 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 whoa. You know what I mean? Real loud. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And, you already know when you hear that, you know what I mean? That, you got to get out the way. But I'm just getting in the prison system, so I don't know nothing about that joint, you know what I mean? And I hear all this noise, and I just hear keys from the police running down the hallway. I see people running to the side, clearing the path for them to go. And I'm like, oh, snap, what the hell is going on? You know what I mean? And they running, they making all this noise. You know what I mean? So that's how the deuces go off. So now, that was in the building. Now, I'm going to tell you what it's like when you're in the yard and, how you call it? The calm before the storm. You know what I mean? When two cars about to get in it. You know what I mean? When two cars about to get it, the calm before the storm. Like, if when you're in prison, you already know. You go out there and you see all the groups, the fractions in their little corners. You know what I mean? In their little pockets, the Pisons, the Serenos, the DC, the Dirty South, the Midwest, the GDs. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, come on, man. You know what I mean? It's crazy. You know what I mean? So you see all the little pockets out there. And normally everybody's just mixing, walking the track, just doing what they want to do. But now everybody's in pockets and they standing still. So right there, your heart start beating and you wonder like, yo, what's going on? Like, where's it coming from? Because you don't want to be nowhere where a dude run up on you and wind up hitting you. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning stabbing you. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're of whatever, you're of whatever race, and you don't know what race getting into it or nothing. All you know is that you just see all the cars separated and you walking out into the yard. So it's like, a black cloud over the yard and you don't know what's going on. You don't know what's happening. All your heart just start beating. So you just reach for your knife. You understand what I'm saying? But you don't want to pull it out. You know what I mean? Because you don't want the police to come run down on you or nothing, because they watching everybody at this point. So, that's the calm before the storm. You know what I mean? Or, when you see everybody, going to the commissary and they just buying mad soups, the little 25-cent, ramen soup. I'm gonna have to get a couple of packs of them, let you see what it look like. Everybody buying the soup. You know what I mean? So when everybody going to the store and the soups is selling out, something getting ready to happen, but word just didn't get to you yet. You know what I mean? So, I'm gonna give you one. I'm in Allenwood. We're gonna take you to Allenwood. I'm in Allenwood and it's Super Bowl time. You know what I mean? So, Super Bowl, everybody bet on the big tickets, you know what I mean? And they put their money up. And the one thing about them tickets in prison is people is so geographical that they bet on their team even though they know their team is about to lose. You understand? Because they just representing their team, so they don't want to bet against their team. You understand what I'm saying? So now, we got to do, Miami was getting ready to play, New York. You know what I mean? So they got the big, basketball joint getting ready to jump off, the playoffs, Miami versus New York. So Miami dude bets on Miami. You understand what I'm saying? Dude from Boston, my little homie, I ain't going to say his name because I ain't in the name dropping, because I ain't holler at him, see if it's cool to drop his name, but I'll let you know later. My little homie from Boston, he run with the New York car. So, of course, he betting with the Knicks. But everybody know the Knicks don't win nothing. You understand what I'm saying? No disrespect to the homies, but the Knicks don't win nothing. You know what I mean? So, he bet on the Knicks and the homie bet on Miami. And Miami wasn't doing anything either. They might beat the Knicks and don't make it to the next, seed in the playoff. So this is what's going on. So they each bet on their team. You know what I mean? But then now, everybody bets on New York on this joint, because we're in the New York joint. So the Miami dude, that we call that the Dirty South car. You know what I mean? That's where you got North Carolina, South Carolina, Atlanta, Tennessee, Kentucky. That's the Dirty South car, because y'all wanted me to tell y'all one about the Dirty South. So the Dirty South, they got their little, thing, and they all rooting for Miami, because it's the South versus, the East, you know what I mean? Up north, you know what I mean? So they bet on the game, and, it's a good game, you know what I mean? So New York wins. You understand what I'm saying? New York wins. It's an upset. Everybody up there bet with their heart, and they bet for New York. You understand what I'm saying? So when they bet for New York wins. And the ticket man now was old Miami dude. You know what I mean? I ain't going to describe him because y'all know who it is. But if y'all was in Allenwood, you know what I mean? Back in like 99, 2000, y'all know who I'm talking about. We talking about, 22 years ago, 20 years ago. You know what I mean? So dude sitting there, and he run the ticket, and he swear to God Miami gonna win. So he giving out these crazy odds, but New York wins. So now he know he can't play no games. He up there, you know what I mean? You got the Brooklyn dude, the Queens dude, you know what I mean? You got the Bronx dude, you got Harlem. You understand what I'm saying? And you know, you got Boston, you know what I mean? And, you know, Connecticut, they roll with us at times up there, you know what I mean? Because, you know, unless they Latin Kings or Netas or whatever from up there, because they had the Latin Kings and the Netas there too. Big shout out to the Kings and the Netas. You understand what I'm saying? So now they lose. Miami lose, and it's time for dude to pay. You understand what I'm saying? So when it's time to pay, he pays everybody their stamps except for the little homie from Boston. You understand what I'm saying? So the little homie from Boston, he come to us and like, yo, dude paid everybody, but he ain't paid me. You know what I mean? But little dude from Boston got heart like a lion. You know what I mean? And the dude that's running the ticket, a little stocky, you know, dirty South dude. I mean, you could tell he old corn-fed, you know what I mean? Cornbread eating, you know what I mean? Lifting all the weights and good dude though. You know what I mean? But he was some trash. You know you was some trash. You know what I'm talking about. You was some trash. You know what I mean? But now what he do is he goes and he pays everybody. He don't pay the little homie. So the little homie come to me and one of my homies and he tell us, yo, dude paid everybody and paid me. I won 500 bucks. Like 500 bucks? Oh, you can't let him get away with that. You know what I mean? And that's our little homie from Boston, but we got him under the wing because he's running with the New York car, even though Boston had their own little car. You know what I mean? Because they had a couple of, you know, remember I told you about the dude from Boston that put the dummy books in the thing, the 50 dummy books, and they called him because he's the only one that spent the 50 books. So you had them type of dudes from Boston over there that would try anything, just like that dirty South dude that was running the ticket, just like he tried the little homie by not paying him. So now the Boston dude, you know what I mean, come tell us, you know what I mean? He tell his Boston homies, and they don't really want no trouble at the time. So they tell him, man, you've been running with the New York car. You've been sitting with the New York car. Go holler at them. You know what I mean? So sure enough, when he come holler at us, we aid in the system. You know what I mean? As we should. So now he come tell us, and we like, nah, you know what I mean? Shorty, this is what you got to do, man. You know what I mean? You got to make an example of him. He think because you little, you know what I mean, that he could get away with it, and he big and country cornbread fed. You know what I mean? From the South. You know what I mean? No disrespect to the South. Because like I said, I lived in Miami. I caught my case in the South, down there in Virginia, North Carolina, Atlanta, and I lived in Miami. So I love the South. But I'm just keeping it 100. You know what I mean? Just like the girls got them big Medusa's backside, the dudes was thick. You know what I mean? Like they was lifting tree trunks or something down there. Big shout out to them. They was in good shape like a Jamaican fresh off the boat. You see a Jamaican fresh off the boat look like he been picking up tree trunks and he been doing pull-ups on the tree branch. You know what I mean? That's how these Miami boys was looking. And my man was a little dude from up Boston, about maybe 5'4", 5'5", but he wasn't having it. He had heart like a lion. So now he come and he tell us, so we give, you know what I mean? We tell him, yo, you know, you got money. We pointed to, you know, one of the homies that was selling the knives. He went and got himself a big old joint. You know what I mean? Big old joint. You know what I mean? But now he had to get a big joint because this is a big dude. So he couldn't go over there playing no games now. So now he go get the joint. And then right before 4 o'clock count, when everybody get ready to go in, the little homie asked him, yo, what's up with my money? You paid everybody, you ain't paid me. And the dude told him straight up, yo, you not getting paid, you dead. You know what I mean? But that's how it is in the prison. Man gonna tell you in your face he robbing you. They ain't gonna sneak and act like they gonna pay you and have you come into their door every day. Cow would do that. A man gonna tell you straight up, either you gonna get paid or you're not gonna get paid, get it in blood. So he told him basically, yo, get it in blood. You know what I mean? Because he figured little dude from Boston, he don't think we gonna hold him down. You know the Boston dudes ain't gonna hold him down because they just as shiesty as him. So they supporting the bull crap that he did. So right before 4 o'clock count, he come, you know, walking out there, he asked him, yo, what's up with my money? Dude said, man, you dead, man. They're not ready to tell you that, man. Get that joint in blood. And he turned around to walk away. So dude said, all right, he goes in the cell. He come back with the big old joint that he just went and caught for 20 bucks. You know what I mean? $100 worth of stamps. You know what I mean? Don't forget the stamps. $100 worth of stamps. You know what I mean? I like showing my little stamps. I got them out now. You know, I'm penitentiary rich. So he done went and got his little stamps, you know, bought himself a big old bold dagger. You know what I mean? Talking about a knife. You know what I mean? So he come back now, and the dude walking by to go in the joint, and the little dude, he just runs like he on the phone, like he on the phone talking, and he curled up like he talking to his people. So the dude see him on the phone, and he like, psst. You know what I mean? Now he feeling like he a sucker because he ain't do nothing, and he talked strong to him, told him he ain't gonna pay him. So the little dude, as soon as he turned his back, little dude turns around, drops the phone, pulls out the bone crusher, and he runs and he jumps on the card table. I mean, this little, I say he about 4 foot, 4'5". You know what I mean? About 5'5", 5'4". He runs, he jumps on the pool table, and while he's running towards him, everybody already know, because that's what I mean by the quiet before the storm. Because everybody in the unit, you know, pushed aside, and they waiting to see how it's going to roll out, because they know that there's tension behind him not wanting to pay the dude. So nobody had to tell nobody what was going to happen. You just see the tension, because all the groups, they got together amongst their men to keep their men in their little pocket. You know what I mean? In case something happened, they in a strong unit to defend themselves, instead of one at the ice machine, one at the soda machine. I mean, the phone, another one, you know what I mean, might be by the shower, another one by the laundry room. Nah, all the groups is together. All the groups is together. You understand what I'm saying? So when dude walking around, everybody watching to see how Shorty gonna handle it, because he already know that we ain't gonna do nothing. You understand? Unless he do something to defend himself. You know what I mean? Because we ain't going to represent a dude that ain't going to fight for himself. You ain't going to fight for yourself. You ain't going to fight for me. And now we got to stab you up or just tell you go on up top. But, you know, if you're going to let a dude disrespect you and take 500 books when you don't put your money up to bet on the joint and you won, I mean, we ain't messing with you. So dude turns around and, you know, he drops the phone and he's running. So as he's running, of course, the Dirty South dudes that's there that messed with the old cruddy dude that was trying to play the game with the little youngin', they said, hey, turn around. So just when he turned around, he got his little soda and his chips in his hand, and he running. You know what I mean? And dude running towards him, so he sees him, his eyes get real big, and he turns around, and he kind of back up. But when dude hit the table and came down off the table with the bone crusher like this, I'm talking about he came like this on him, like he was getting ready to slam it. You know what I mean? Like he was Jordan or something. You know what I mean? So he came, cocked the joint back, and dude seen it. He stumbled back, and dude just came down with the joint after he jumped on the table, and boom. So dude stumbled back, and only thing saved him is, soon as he hit the ground, he looking up, so he sees what happened. So when he see what happened, he rolled out the way. Dude hit the ground with the big bone crusher. So when he hit the ground, he rolled over. Dude grabs him and he starts stabbing. You understand what I'm saying? So now, of course, Dirty South dude, we ain't taking nothing from him. He pulls out his joint. You understand what I'm saying? So now he pulls out his joint. He's swinging, they both on the floor swinging, and they going at it. Bang, 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 bang. And they going for it. I mean, they in a full brawl, and everybody's in a circle, we watching. But it's a one-on-one, but, you know, us New York dudes, we holding down the little shorty, because we told him we got him in case the Dirty South dudes wanted to get in. But we ain't playing, and, you know, no jumping or nothing. And the little dude was handling himself, to be honest with you. But, so they going at it. So the police see it, they get scared to death, they hit the deuces. Here go the deuces again. So now you whoop, 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 whoop. And now all the police come running, and then the big dude tried to run to put the knife up before the police come in. But the little dude is, like I said, he got heart like a lion. He like, oh, no, you ain't putting no knife up. We gonna finish this with the police coming and everything. So he going, he stabbing at him, and he's stabbing him, and the dude backing up, and he like, yo, the police come. He said, I don't care about no police. You ain't care about the police when you took my stamps. You know what I mean? When you ain't want to pay me my $500 stamp. You know what I mean? So dude sit there and they going at it. So now the dude backing up, the police come running in. So when the police come running in, you know what I mean? They said, put your weapons down, put your weapons down. The big dude drops his knife. You know what I mean? Bad mistake. You know what I mean? The Dirty South dude dropped his knife. Not disrespecting the Dirty South, just giving you the story where he was. When he dropped his knife, the Boston dude, you know what I mean? He's still pushing, and he juked him a couple of times. Bang, bang. And he hitting him, but, you know, he trying to fight back. So now the police, they trying not to get hit by the knife. But I'm not even going to front. Back then, in like 99, in the early 90s, when something happened, the police, they don't care if you got a knife or not. They jumping in it. Nowadays, something happened, the police stand back with the mace and say, drop your weapons, drop your weapons. But these police, they going in trying to go on my little man from Boston. He working. Bang, bang. He's stabbing at the police. He's stabbing at everybody, and everybody going. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, it was just crazy. But bottom line is, when they came, they grabbed the big dude, pushed him aside. Because like I said, they wasn't scared of nothing, the police back then. You know what I mean? They pushed him aside, and they telling him drop his weapon. So he got his joint out. He's like, nah, I'm not dropping nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not dropping nothing. So he holding the police back at bay with his knife in his hand. So now the lieutenant and everybody come, because now they don't really want to move in because he got his joint, even though they had the heart to try and move in. So he got his joint. He told him, nah. He said, yo, Come on, we're going to the hole, but I'm not putting my knife down till I get there. Y'all not cuffing me up in this unit. He wasn't going to let them cuff him up because then now you don't know if a dirty South dude going to run out of nowhere, bust him in his head with a garbage can or whatever. I got to tell you about one with the garbage can in Long Park with this Crip dude from Texas and the Aryan Brotherhood over in Long Park. You know what I mean? That's a good one. I got to tell you that one. I got to write that down so I remember. But anyway, so homie hold the knife out and he's like, nah. You know what I mean? That was the old school way. You hold a knife and you ain't going to let the police put no handcuffs on you, no day room, and then try and walk out the day room. Now, if the dudes rush the police, now you handcuff and kid him, defend yourself. And the police, if they step out the way, now you ask out. He said, nah, son. He like, nah. And he back up and said, nah, come on, we going to the hole. You know what I mean? So the police had to respect the little dude gangster, man. So the little dude got the little Jordan in his hand and he backing the police up. And he said, nah, come on. You know what I mean? So they go into the shoe. So he walk into the shoe with a knife in his hand. You know what I mean? So when he gets up to the lieutenant office where he felt he was safe, then he just dropped the knife and he put his hand behind his back and let him cuff him. But he wasn't going to let him cuff him in the day room. That's how gangsters went out back then. You know what I mean? I don't know how they go out now, but you know what I mean? That's why, you know what I mean? Like I said, we got a homicide Lou. I mean, that's the way he carried. He was out there in Atlanta. Police acted up. He put the mittens on the police. It don't matter if they wearing a badge or a shirt. If you disrespect a man, you're going to get treated. You understand what I'm saying? Like anybody else. It don't matter what color you're wearing. You know what I mean? Even though we are on the same boat, we try not to go with each other, which we always do anyway. But, you know, it's a whole bunch of gambling stories that, you know, violence broke out of because that's what happened in the joint. But anyway, so he get there, they cuff him up. So they walk him in the joint. And when they take him in there, you know, we all go up there and we, you know, talk to the SIS and we let them know like, yo, that was just, you know, two men going at it. You know, they both could come out. You know what I mean? We're going to make sure when they come out, they don't pull no knives on each other, but they're going to have to knuckle up. They're going to have to do something. You understand what I'm saying? But we knew our little man is a wild card. We know he ain't going for that because he can't beat the big dude, but we know he going to fight him. You understand what I'm saying? So they said, okay, well, as long as the big dude agree to leave it alone. They not thinking that the little homie from Boston is a gorilla. You know what I mean? He a little baby silverback. So they, you know, lock him up. About 2 weeks later, they let him out. So when they let him out, the little dude, he come back now and he go get his knife again. You understand what I'm saying? Because they ain't even checked with him if it was all right to come out because they figured he wasn't going to do nothing because he was a little one. You understand what I'm saying? Even though he was the aggressor in the situation. But anyway, so now he come and he roll up on him. And he tell him, yo, what's up? I'm going to give you one last chance to give me my books. If you don't pay me my $500, I'm telling you now, I'm going to murder you right here. Dude said, yo, little man, I don't want no trouble, man. You show me you about your business. You know what I mean? He called one of his homies from the dirty South. Yo, homie. And they went and they brought him, handed him 500 books. They shook hands on it. But bottom line is he tried them. But we got to live in the same joint. You understand what I'm saying? They both stabbed each other. They both had knives. They both went at it. So it's not like dude was the aggressor and then said, nah, you can't live here because of this and that. Bottom line is none of them was trying to get transferred. And they let it be known that if you want to bring it, I'm here to bring it. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, but normally when you pull a knife on somebody, they can't stay on the compound with you. Keeping it 100. You know what I mean? They can't. If a dude pull a knife on you, you know what I mean? He can't stay on the compound with you. Let's get that straight. Let me just say that for the record. If a dude pull a knife on you, he can't stay on the compound with you. You know what I mean? But, you know, they both agreed that, yo, we're going to fight to the death if it go for that. And I'm not ducking nothing. So I ain't running you off the compound. I'm not going off the compound. If anything happened, it is what it is. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, that's how that played out, man. But that's what happened when dude ass bet. You know what I mean? He ass betted because he wanted to pay everybody, but didn't want to pay the little youngin. So don't say I didn't tell you, man. So I'm telling you youngins out there listening, if you're playing a crap game on the street or you're playing a crap game in the joint, you play a poker game in the street or you play a poker game in the joint, you make sure you pay your debts because you don't know how far a man going to go to get his. So to prevent that, don't gamble. If you want to gamble, just know that you got to be ready for whatever come with it because you don't know if a dude is sore loser, how he going to take it or what he going to take it. You follow me? So don't get it twisted, man. You know what I mean? So I'm just letting you know how that played out, man. But like I said, it ain't worth it. Don't go to prison so you ain't got to worry about that. Don't go breaking the law. You know what I mean? I mean, it is what it is, man. Just remember, you know what I mean? Cop your Roaring Harlem at roaringharlem.com. Cop a Roaring Harlem at roaringharlem.com to hear the crack era stories straight out my mouth. I wrote this joint myself. All right? Don't forget, cop it. And remember, if you think you tough enough to deal with all of this, you understand what I'm saying? To deal with prison and go through what I'm telling you I went through that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy, make sure you get your Shut the F up shirt. All right? Don't forget, man. Well, you get all this over there at Unique Maker Audio at the clothing line, and you could go to AuroraInHarlem.com to cop the book, Aurora in Harlem. So like this video, subscribe to this video, share this video. Subscribe. Y'all been subscribing, which is good. So, because I'm getting more people that subscribe watching and not subscribe. Because when I first started this, I had like 70% of people was watching it that wasn't subscribed. You know what I mean? Now I'm down only 40%. So I need you 40% to subscribe, man. Keep it 100. Support the OG. You know? You already know. I mean, I don't even push the Cash App at Unique Maker Hall. $, Unique Maker Hall. You know what I mean? $, Unique Maker Hall. You know what I mean? I'm pushing all the merchandise today, man. So just remember what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah. And don't forget, I'm on the street and I'm penitentiary rich, baby. All right? So don't forget, man. Subscribe, dog.
Get his book out now.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
Fresh out the can of 26, he back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, make an audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They be horn uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend an ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours. So we can give back to the youth them, cause they the truth them, and bless up to all the root men.